After Vietnam, the US has now lost another war in Afghanistan, and President Joe Biden has set September 11th of 2021 as a deadline for US withdrawal from Afghanistan, marking an end to a 2-decade-old war, which sets us to ask ourselves how will things fare when the US withdraws from Afghanistan. Hello and welcome to yet another edition of TCS Geostrat. Even as big issues remain unresolved, Pentagon has initiated the withdrawal process from Afghanistan and the US troops are likely to leave by this year end. With this strategic context in mind, it's pertinent to understand the implications of the US impending withdrawal from Afghanistan. Firstly, the tightrope political process will have to continue in some form or the other. In a BBC article published in March 21, a letter by the US Secretary of State to Afghan President Mr. Ashraf Ghani makes a mention of US apprehensions about Taliban going on a countrywide offensive once the US troops are withdrawn. The differences are so many that a little nudge from either side can keep Taliban away from committing to some form of a power-sharing agreement with Kabul. They might simply try to make or take as much as they can, even if only to negotiate from an even greater position of power afterwards, if the advance is eventually stopped. The US and the other regional stakeholders will have to do their best to incentivize the Taliban in whatever way they can to remain faithful to the peace process. It's questionable, however, whether they have the means to do this, let alone whether they would succeed even if they tried. The Taliban have cultivated close political relations with the major countries involved in the ongoing peace process. And while some, like Russia, still legally consider them to be terrorists, they don't always treat them that way. If the Taliban takes Kabul, these countries will have to ask themselves whether they should continue designating the Taliban as terrorists or if it's much more pragmatic to finally delist them and transition to formal diplomatic relations. While the Taliban would have learned lessons from its follies when it came to power last time, but this time around they're expected to apply themselves more sensibly by engaging constructively with the other stakeholders, especially in the immediate neighborhood. Thirdly, the US exit would definitely leave the future of average Afghans chaotic in a post-withdrawal scenario, especially those in Kabul. They might rightly fear the Taliban and thus seek to flee from their homeland. The neighboring countries, especially Pakistan, must therefore be prepared for a possibly large-scale refugee influx. Ranking 173rd out of 177 in the World Human Development Index rankings, Afghanistan, with a population of about 39 million, which is growing at 2.33% annually, and with a GDP of $19 billion, makes it among the world's poorest countries. But almost 45% of the GDP of Afghanistan is mainly due to grants from US and its allies, Saudi Arabia, and from countries like India. The main cause of concern is Afghanistan's own revenues, which are less than 10% of its GDP. Just to be sustainable, Afghanistan needs an annual grant-in-aid package of over $15 billion. Fourthly, Afghanistan dominates the global opium markets and now produces over 90% of the world's non-pharmaceutical grade opium, which is used to make heroin. The FBI and DEA had disrupted a major Afghanistan-Pakistan heroin smuggling operation in the US with the arrest of 16 individuals in which heroin was being shipped to the US and profits from the sale of heroin were laundered through Afghan and Pakistani-owned businesses in the United States and then sent back to finance terrorists all over the world. As mentioned earlier, huge amounts of drug money is being floated in an unorganized but systematic manner into the US, European, and Indian money markets, thereby damaging the financial institutions. The scenario will get bleak further and create new challenges for the global economies as they recover from COVID-19, as drug trafficking from Afghanistan and Pakistan threatens both their polities and the economies. Fifthly, Afghanistan's $1 trillion worth of rare earth minerals remains the proverbial elephant in the room that few want to talk about but everyone has their eyes on. This factor might trigger intense regional competition after the American withdrawal, though hopefully the close political ties forged by the neighboring nations through the peace process will make this more manageable. Sixthly, US officials have held talks with Pakistan about using nearby Pakistani military bases for US counter-terrorism operations in Afghanistan. However, the anti-US sentiment runs deep in Pakistan and the public strongly opposes basing arrangements for the US. Pakistan's Prime Minister, Mr. Imran Khan, is a vocal opponent of US drone strikes, and his government has taken a populist position on the question of providing bases to the US. As per Pakistan, the deal is only possible if the US accepts Pakistani conditions, such as approving US targets in Afghanistan, and offers additional incentives, such as the restoration of security assistance suspended in 2018. At the same time, Pakistan would also face pressure from its close ally, China, to avoid a deal. Furthermore, US-Pakistan counter-terrorism cooperation has a mixed record, as Americans feel that Pakistan has tipped off terrorists in Afghanistan about impending raids. Pakistan's long-standing patronage of the Taliban also stands as a major tension point. Such issues could work against a new deal. Pakistan-sponsored terrorism will likely increase in Kashmir after US troops leave. State sponsorship of terrorism works as a tool for Pakistani foreign policy, and the Taliban's victory emboldens the jihadists and terrorist groups. Many observers fear that the Kashmir conflict may worsen as the US withdraws its troops after 20 years of war in Afghanistan. Seeing America's withdrawal as a sign of victory, terrorist outfits can feel emboldened and presume that New Delhi can also be defeated. So there is an urgent need for India to adopt a clear-cut roadmap to deal with terrorism in Kashmir, which is being advocated by many security analysts. Finally, India's investments in Afghanistan, which is approximately $6 billion, gets threatened with the US withdrawal. Afghanistan has been India's gateway to Central Asia and beyond. With deteriorating equations with Iran and the prospect of Taliban coming to power in Kabul, India's Central Asian reach will come under duress. Therefore, the pitfalls and benefits as envisaged from the US withdrawal will help guide policymakers in the direction of more effectively responding to the forthcoming events in Afghanistan. The American withdrawal, while welcome and long overdue, is likely to destabilize the country and the region even more. If you like the content, please promote us by liking, sharing and subscribing to our channel. And do let us know your thoughts on the subject in the comments section below. Thank you.